you go to manual. So if I hit this one more time, it'll highlight the blue, and this tells you what the power setting is on the gain.
And then you turn this on now?
Go ahead, crank it up a little bit. And you'll see as you increase the gain, you'll see the power increase. See it's starting to change over here?
Yeah.
It's starting to clutter the picture a little bit because you're getting a...
And so what is this stuff?
It's just clutter, noise.
Oh, I see.
A target is going to be dark red. See how the bottom's painted really nice here?
So I should adjust it off so that there's no clutter?
Exactly. But when you get into deep water, you might be cranking that up pretty good just to find the bottom.
Okay, so how did we get here? To the gain?
Again, you can clear all the way out, cancel all the way out.
Okay.
Once you cancel all the way out, whatever page you're on, that's the beginning menu.
Okay.
Okay, and under the menu you go to presentations.
Okay.
And presentations brings up the gain, and the gain we're in manual right now still. And then you can bring this back to auto. See how I have to push the key a couple times to change the field?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can adjust these settings. So it's, for instance, at cruise, you're not putting out a whole lot of power. You see this starting to shrink up a little bit because you are shallowing. Yeah. So as you get out there and you can't find the bottom, you want to go to manual, and you want to start cranking it again until you find the bottom. Mm-hmm. Once you find the bottom, you'll be able to see what the ridge looks like, and then targets are going to look like
off of presentation.
Correct. And targets going to look like dark red. You have clusters of dark red. The lighter colors are less power, are less targeting.
Is the depth always on this screen?
Oh, you can change it. For instance, we'll clear all the way back out here. On your pages right here, you have different pages you can choose, which are pretty much related to depth sounder. You see all these different things. You bring basically a page, you can bring a radar and depth sounder up. You can bring a split screen depth sounder if you had a secondary machine. If you wanted to add a secondary machine or a secondary chart. See how it paints the picture right there? Yeah. See how it has a digital chart? Here you have a 3 split screen, which is involved. So this one involves fishing.
That's if you only had one screen, so you could have.
Correct. You just have one screen to 3. Now, if you go over here, these have different page settings for navigation.
Sure.
But you can change these screens in the menu field. Okay. So if you go to menu, and right now you see the menu readout here.
Fish Finder.
Fish Finder would control any options you have to get into. You don't have to get in program that stuff. But if you go down here to select page settings, you see that? Yeah. See that arrow pointing over there? Arrow. And now you can change these different fields. Yeah. Okay. You go to full navigation again, just like that one, or you can leave this one for fishing. You can adjust these screens so you can do different things. All right. Once you've selected it, you push OK, all the way back till it goes away.
That's where we are already.
And that's where we are right now. We're on these pages right now. So it's neat. You got different options you can paint in the pictures here. But that's why you weren't getting the dual frequency. But it's because it needs to be reset. They just
How did
load
you
up.
reset it?
So what you do is you go back into the menu on this page. You go back into the menu.
Is this the original page? You cancel?
Yeah, this is what I left on the fish finding stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is fish finding stuff. So that's why you got a fish finder up here.
Yeah.
If I go over to the fish finder settings, I have this different configurations and such. If I go into configuration, it tells me that I'm getting my frequencies on all my setups. You see how the frequencies are all in here now? Okay. Before it was saying none.
You had to put those in?
No, they're in there. They're in the black box, but sometimes it'll load up. Okay. And so you have to reset it. So
how did you get them to come back?
You come down here to reset.
Oh, I see.
And then you would hit OK, and it resets it.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty easy. I don't have to.
And then after about a minute or so, it comes back to life.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to do it all the time. It should be okay for a while. I'm not sure if
that was menu.
Menu. Go to Fish Finder.
Fish Finder setup, and I go down.
No. Go over one more time with the arrow.
Configure,
and then you can scroll down to reset.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Reset to defaults. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
if you're done, you cancel all the way out.